Eric, I wanted to ask you about the topic of this film, which is Lena's artwork, and this incredible
Hmm.
data visualization. And you mentioned the data visualization team that you had as part of your global team. Um,
Hmm.
Data viz is this huge growing industry. It's been around for years, but I think it's becoming more publicly recognized now as a boundary between, you have data and science and hard facts at one end, and then beautiful emotive art at the other end. And I guess your film sits slightly towards the data side, and Dana's film is slightly towards the kind of artistic side. Um,
Sure.
so in terms of how you use facts and data, and to what extent, how sparingly do you use them, and just talk us through this process, because obviously the end result, this art piece that won this prize, is proportionally data driven. It's a scientific diagram, um,
Hmm.
but it's a piece of beautiful art that looks incredible from a drone, and you've got these beautiful shots of it.
Yep.
So to what extent did you choose to focus on or not focus on this specific kind of scientific data behind it, and to what extent did you focus on the art?
Well, Lena's been doing this for years, and she's been working with her team, Maurice and Sky, for years. And so they've been kind of experimenting with this intersection of data and art and data and beauty for a long time. But the idea is to, bring people in with the beauty and the art, and then make them aware because of the data. Because like you see these things on Instagram and they just look incredible, especially from a drone, and you just click on it and you're like, yeah, what is that all about? And then you start reading the data and you realize, there's so much more. But as far as the filmmaking goes, you don't want to put too much data in a film ever, I don't think. But it's also really interesting, and I kind of geek out on it, and I'm really interested in it. And so I definitely I wanted it to be clearly scientific. Like, these people clearly know what they're talking about, and this is real. We wanted to tell a story, but it wasn't storytelling wasn't necessarily the goal of this film. And when she's narrating about the data itself, people might not remember all that, but they're going to remember, that this all represents something, and it is a very impressive, well thought out piece of artwork, and then you find out that it's won these awards. And so you start to take these voices a little more seriously, and then these voices can tell you this is happening quickly, we need to do something to change about it. And hopefully you take it more seriously and can take the action from there.
Absolutely. I think, like you say, I probably don't remember the specific numbers or the facts from the
Mm-hmm.
voiceover, certainly, but I do remember the sentence of the snake eating its own tail, and the fact that that
Yeah.
was what motivated her, because she saw that happening. It's really powerful emotive visual, and of course you remember the visual at the end,